I think we are live. Yep, we are live, man. Listen, my man, thank you so much for showing up. I know you're a busy man. I had to literally hunt you down and get you here. So, so tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, and what you do.
All right, so my name is Loris. I'm a personal trainer and recently certified Mindpower coach as well.
Yeah, cool, cool. And yeah, that's a good thing that you mentioned that because I actually was going to ask a question about that. Now, my question is, what was the key learnings or the biggest or mini takeaway you got doing uh, joining our 12 weeks private mind power breakthrough with Dickens coaching?
So, man, the 12 weeks equipped me with everything I need in order to succeed going forward. That kind of rhymes too, eh? Everything I need in order to succeed.
That's right.
So, I have a blueprint to follow when I fall on hard times. The affirmations, not even affirmations, but just for lack of a better term, uh, the affirmations were amazing. The strategies and placing these positive words and reminders around the key areas, that was beautiful, man. Thank you so much for that. Um, the what was it? I find it's easier to do the harder work now at work. I've become a lot more efficient, and because of that, have taken on more classes and spread myself in multiple departments. I'm now one of the only fitness coaches at my club that is in almost all, actually, yeah, all departments. So I do small group training, I do group exercise, I do one-on-one personal training, I do semi-private personal training, and I've branched out to teach the kids as well, our LTAD, long-term athletic development. And I'm again one of the only coaches that does all of those combined. So that's like working with kids from age, the youngest I believe is 4, all the way up to 15. So
Man,
getting up early is now easier. I'm not a morning person, but
I remember you
I
said
am
that.
now. Like,
Yeah, man,
man,
it sounds like you're very busy, man. How do you handle all that?
you know what? Okay, the key to handling all the busyness, my friend, was the mind power scheduling. So
Hey,
once again, thank you for keeping me on track with that. That has been a game changer because now I don't have to remember anything. I don't have to worry about anything. It's always planned out. I just got to look at my calendar, pencil something in, and done. It
that's
sounds easy. Yeah, just have a calendar. But the mind powered approach to it, I am
yeah.
so efficient with my time. I'm so busy, but I've never had this much free time while being busy. It's nuts. So thank you
That's
so much.
That's freaking awesome, man. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to, to do this with you, and so on. So that's amazing. And I always say this to people: just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you don't have your own doctor to go to, a mechanic. So now you could, a mechanic never fix their own car. You have to go hire somebody else to do it, right? And I know as a
Mhm.
mind power coach yourself, and I say this to myself all the time that I need someone to work with me. So, what is important to you about working with a coach, knowing you're a coach as well? What's important to you about that?
So the accountability, number one, just holding each other accountable for things. As obviously I'm a coach, but I could easily let things slide. You can fall into that lull of being, oh, I'm a coach.
Right.
I'll just do it when I get time. But like when you have someone holding you accountable, it just makes it a lot more real and guarantees a lot more success. Just like as a personal trainer as well. If I work with someone else who's a trainer, I'm definitely going to get a better workout than if I worked on myself. Or if I'm a chef working with another chef, they always give you another perspective, and that's the second point I wanted to make. Another perspective. So once again, thank you. There's just going to be a lot of thank yous here, I believe.
That's freaking awesome, man. Because no, seriously, I do too. I have to hire work with coaches because sometimes, like you said, you get lazy. You don't want to do it for yourself. You hit a lot of golden nuts there. That's awesome.
Human nature.
That's right. My next question to you: what in particular about our coaching that really helped you, and why was it so effective?
So the running parachute release, man, what a beautiful technique that is. So I had thought I am very introspective and big on self development, and I thought that I'd worked through a lot of my trauma. But I didn't realize how deep some of it really went. And releasing the running parachutes, like right at the core, once you release that main one, all the other ones disappear as well. And I thought that was like magical. Um, it's so much easier to motivate myself because of that, realizing that some of the belief systems I had about myself weren't even mine.
Yeah.
They were kind of fabricated based off of what I heard from other people at certain stages in my life. Being able to identify that and let those go was magical.
Yeah.
I felt lighter. I feel like my face even looked younger.
That's freaking awesome, man. That's freaking awesome. I like that. Now, as a result of implementing the program, and all those sessions, we're doing on a weekly basis, what was the outcome?
So outcome was always positive. I would always, as you asked in the beginning, like the level from 1 to 10, I was always higher. And
Yeah.
so again, I'm just a lot more efficient. It's much easier to motivate myself. I've even been recognized at work for this, and I've gotten a couple raises too. More clients, more classes, everything's just gone up. Definitely got my return on investment as I'm making a lot more money now than I thought I would. I had certain goals, but didn't expect to meet them this quickly.
Cool, cool. And how has your life changed since achieving this outcome?
I just have a lot more time to spend with like my friends and family, even going out on dates. Never had time for that in the past because I was always just too busy. But with the mind power scheduling, I can just schedule in a date.
Of course.
And another thing too, working true to my purpose, getting in alignment with my 3 Ps has made working this much easier in the sense that I'm not burnt out. Like I don't burn out at all. It's very gratifying and I can shift my mind to a point where that it's always enjoyable. It doesn't feel like work anymore, even the hard stuff.
That's awesome, man. The blueprint of the three P's were powerful, wasn't it? Wasn't it, right?
There's not a strong enough word to describe how powerful that is. Powerful doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, yeah. And what do you think you would be right now if you didn't take action joining our coaching program?
Probably in the same place I was a year ago, making the same amount of money, got as stressed about trying to catch up on bills, struggling to find joy and make more money at the same time, just to elevate myself and to be able to help my family financially too, which is, as you know, is one of my main goals.
Right, right. Yeah. Well, thank you. I have one more question for you. What's one thing you learned that you want to share with the audience or someone close to you, or if there's anyone watching that is on the fence about booking a call to speak to us about joining our 12 weeks private my Mindpower coaching? What's one thing you learned that you want to share with them?
Ready, fire, aim.
That's right.
Don't think about the plan. You don't need to see the end goal. You don't even need to see all the steps. Just don't jump right in, fail, and learn from it, and keep going forward. Um, be that helped a ton because I was always hesitant. I'd always sit back and look at things like, okay, if I make this choice or take this risk, is it going to screw me up? And when I start thinking about that, all that comes into my mind are all the negatives. This could go wrong. This could go wrong. This could go wrong. This could go wrong. Now, none of that gets in the way. I just go through it, and if I make a mistake or fail, then it's just a way to not do it the next time. So you just get better and you're already got your step in the game and it's not as daunting as it seemed in the first place because you don't have all that time for the negative thoughts to just bombard you. Um, yeah, that's the main takeaway.
That's awesome, man. Look, brother, I know you're busy. You have a lot of things to do, and you are obviously maintaining everything. You in control. So I won't hold you up for too long. But thank you so much for coming on board and give us this interview, man. Appreciate it. All right, I gotta let you go, but thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, brother. Thank you for all you've done for me, man.